You'll see my massive cock. There he is, look.
Morning.
Morning.
It's Saturday the 15th of April. We're at Lee Meadows farm and we arrived last night in the rain, which you will see in the corner now, and it was lashing it down.
Yeah, it was a bit wet last night.
It's gorgeous this morning. You can see the pair of us are squinting, but we're not worried about that. We don't mind, do we?
No, it's supposed to be dry all day. We have been here before in the summer last year, so
yeah, August time last
August
year.
2022 we came here, so we won't bother showing you around the site too much. We're off out for the day. What I will do is I'll put a link at the end to the video from last year where we went on the cycle route into Matlock and stuff like that, and you can have a look at that if you want. So yeah, the walk that we're going out on is quite a perilous walk. It's the way that we drove in last night, so we thought we'd do the intro before we got there. And
there is a path on most of it.
yeah, it's just the first part down to the pub, and we're not going to the pub.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, it's the first part really. There's no path, so I want to concentrate. I'll have to carry Poppy, and then there's a footpath from there on.
Yeah.
So we will pick you up later in the video.
Bye bye.
Right, so as I say, I won't show you too much of the site. That's where we were last year on the little rally field up the top. All the cones are because it's sodden. When we arrived last night, the guy said you've got one chance to get on your pitch, because if you get stuck on the grass, we're in trouble. So I had to drive up to the cone and then reverse in one sweep to there. And yeah, we didn't get stuck, but we spun on this part here, and then we've got a bit of mud on it. But yeah, there's 5 or 6 hard standing pitches down the bottom, and there's the high peak trail up there that we rode along. But as I say, we're just off out for the day, so that's as much as the site as you need to see really. As I say, go back and look at the other video. Okay, so this is the bus we're going to catch to Matlock. This is an AEC Regal, and it spent most of its working life in Derbyshire Dales. You can get on first with your knee. Come on, Pop. Go on then, up, 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 up. Good girl. So we're just coming into Matlock Bath now. So there is the other bus.
Hello.
Alright, so in case you hadn't guessed, please don't turn off. we're on the trains. It's a split diesel gala between the Ecclesbourne Valley Railway and Peak Rail in Matlock, Rowsley. So yeah, basically 2 railways sharing an event with an interconnecting bus service using heritage buses. So that's what we're doing today. What we will do, I won't focus too much on the trains on this channel because I know it's really about, you know, camping and stuff like that, but I have got another channel with cars and transport and stuff on, so I'll link the full video with more trains and buses, and you can watch that if you want. There'll be less Heather on that one here. And
well, they won't want that then.
Exactly, they won't watch that. So yeah, you'll also see on this video a few places we've actually been here camping, and we'll point out a few places that we've stopped at before. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. We appreciate it's not for everyone, and these videos don't usually go down that well, but it's a hobby that we like doing, so stick with us. We might go to the pub later, but there is a beer tent and special...
Yeah. I'm sure we'll find food and pub and drink somewhere.
There is a special beer that's been brewed for the event, Twin Peaks Diesel Brew or something, so I'll be sampling one of them. Pick you up later. Hello, Poppy. You having fun? What about you? If you look over there, that's one of the rally fields that we've camped in before on a DA, just over there by that hedge we were. There's going to be a fair few little pointers along this journey that you'll notice if you've looked back on our vlogs when we've stopped around this area. And there's the church inn. We had a few beers there when we camped around here. A sight for weary travellers. I'm being led astray. I'm being led astray. She says I'm a nerd.
No, she doesn't.
What did you say I was? Non-broadcastable.
Sad.
No, I'm quite happy. Beer and trains. So, just departing Rowsley South now. Taking the 25 all the way to Matlock, and then we're off back to Wirksworth on the Heritage bus. You can see there, this is where we camped with Derby DA once, in this car park, just about down the end here actually, where that guy's standing is where we stopped, somewhere here anyway. And we're on the way back now, and this is that.
I don't think we're doing 4.
No, this is that 1 in 8. There we go. That's second now. we made third for a while. 8 miles an hour.
9, 10.
Oh, flying along now. 12 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour. Just coming back into Wirksworth now, and we're in third. Right, so I've left Heather at Wirksworth station. I've got the enviable task, unenviable I should say, of walking up this bloody hill to the chip shop to get us some fish and chips for dinner. It's a hilly old area, and I'm sure she hurt that knee on purpose. She knew this was going to happen. Success. Fish and chips, etc. has been purchased. And now, the easy part, the downhill. Can I have some? Well, that's an appropriate name, isn't it?
Yes.
Or it will be in the future. We best go and find this Apollo bar. Oh, the Apollo bar is actually on a coach called the Apollo. How much are the bottles? The
£4 each.
oh, sorry, yeah, it does. Doesn't it? And you having an Aspinall's? You having a cider or not?
Yeah, I'll just have half.
Half?
Yeah.
Disappointing. Right, so we are in the Apollo bar.
Cheers!
Great name for a motorhome, that. We should think about that. Commemorative beer. Joined at the hops, because because it's a diesel gala from 2 railways. And oh, I've got a pint of there and a commemorative bottle. Half lightweight today. Samantha, are you bored? Are you bored?
Or tired?
Or tired? Do you like the trains?
You like the trains, don't you? Having cuddles with Daddy.
Oh, poor Poppy. Well, there's a welcome sight for us after this walk. Derbyshire DA, Lee Meadows Farm.
Hello. He's got a heavenly.
Yeah.
One leg though.
Right, we've made it. That's been a really long day. I'm not sure how much footage of trains I'm going to put on this video. Obviously I've done a load for the car channel, but I'm sure there'll be enough on here to tease you into not watching. We're going back to the van now for a well-earned rest and a cup of tea and a chill out. Yeah, we've got some cake. We bought some cake while we're on the train. Chill out for the evening, and we'll pick you back up in the morning. There's Pearl. Pearl's been spotted today. We got a message on Instagram, or Heather did. Someone was walking up the High Peak Trail and took a photo, recognised the van. So that was funny. Getting a message while you're on the train. We've just seen your van. Hello, Stan, if you ever see this. Oh, it's red. And the heating won't work. Morning from a semi-cold van. Not now we've got a cup of tea. It's Sunday morning. I woke up about 6 o'clock, went to turn the heating on, and it wouldn't fire up. Quick investigation as much as I could do. Turns out for some reason we've got flat batteries. No idea why, other than it was very overcast yesterday here. And we're not on hookup, and we had the telly on Friday night and on last night, didn't we?
Yeah,
and the fridge has been on
a couple of hours,
but yeah, nothing spectacular.
we always have the fridge on.
Yeah,
What's it, night mode?
but the yeah, the battery was saying 17% on the additional battery meter I fitted, and obviously we're not getting any solar at the minute, or well, we're getting about 0.2 of an amp now, but it's sort of 7 o'clock now. So that needs investigating when we get home. I'm wondering whether a fuse has gone that allows it to charge. We'll have to have a look at that. So yeah, we're all sort of snuggled up, but I think it's going to be an earlier departure than we'd have liked this morning, so we can have an investigate. Right, so I had to have an investigate, as you do. I was going to pull some of these fuses and check them, but the tank heaters were turned on, that switch there, and we're both baffled because neither of us have turned it on. So
Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy's done it. So we've turned the tank heaters off, and as soon as we've turned them off, obviously because there's no amps being pulled, because we'd already turned the fridge off, the battery conditioner has jumped up. I think we're on about 11.9 volts now, because there's no draw at all. Right, there's my voltmeter that I added. This morning that was showing 10.2 volts and 17%. It's now showing 59% and 11.9 volts. I've just put the heating on to see if it'll kick in, and we'll see if that drops. You can see the panels are only producing 13-14 volts because there's no sun out at the minute. 0.6 of an amp going in, so the panels are charging slightly, and it's saying that there's 12 volt in the leisure battery. So my voltage is dropping, as you can see. It's now gone to 11.6, but that's because the heating's on and the fan's just on its prime, ready to kick in. So yeah, it looks like the issue was the tank heater. You can see we've got heating, and you can probably hear the fan running. The heating's now on full and the fan's running at a fairly decent speed, and we've dropped down to 11.3 volts. Yeah, so dropping steadily. Obviously the batteries need a good charge. I'm not going to run it now. It's just proving a point to myself, really. So yeah, I think I'll knock that heating off. Don't want to damage the batteries, and we'll get them on charge when we get home and have a quick check through. 10.7. Yeah, the heating's done its final purge, which it has to do, and the fan stopped running now, and the battery's gone back up to 11.9. Right, after the little battery drama, which is sorted now, really, that's good. Yeah, I'm just taking Poppy out for a morning walk while Heather packs the van up. Excuse the wobbly footage, I'm doing this on my phone. Yeah, so there's the van. It's a lot drier today, but overcast. But it's a lovely little campsite, this. I mean, basic, obviously. It's like a little CL. And no showers or anything like that, but there's just water in Elson. But it's just the location, really. Lovely and peaceful. We do love it here. We'll be coming back again later in the year, no doubt. It's just handy for everything. It's only about an hour from home as well. So. Right, so just pulling off. We've got to have a bit of a run up. I'm just going to enter the Elsa.
That was easy.
Well, it was, because I didn't go mad on the revs. All right, you can see us faces now, you poor people. Right, so Elson done. You did not need to see that. That is the only thing with this site, the Elson point. It's basically, what do you call them, IBCs? Yeah. Big massive ton water boshes.
The white square.
And then they have them pumped out. It's not the greatest thing when you open the lid. But anyway.
But it's still gone.
It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, so as we say, we're off. Are we going left?
Left.
We're off to Asda now to get some gas.
The Asda.
Not the Asda, just Asda. Get some gas, ready for the next trip. You'll sort of see this video out of sequence. For us, time-wise, we're going to the Peterborough show next week, but only as day visitors. But that'll be out before this one. So consequently, I'll go from short hair like this to long hair, and slightly looking
short hair to long hair to short hair.
Looking slightly older, believe it or not. It's impossible to believe, isn't it? So yeah, but then this will be out I'm going to say May the 8th, because that's my guess. Yeah. Something like that. This will be out. 5.5
years yesterday since we started going out.
Oh, don't say that.
And there was a picture on Facebook, and I said, God, you look so much younger.
I hadn't met you then, see?
No, you had met me.
You know what I mean. Anyway, we're going now. Don't forget.
He wasn't 50 then.
She's not listening. So don't forget, Facebook group. Join that. Lots of fun. And also, if you're here for the SNL content that we announced, there is an SNL Motorhomes Facebook group as well now.
Like you say, that's more for.
But that's more for people that are really interested in SNL.
I think he's waiting for you to.
Well, he can wait for me. He's a bicycle. I pay my road tax. Bloody bikes. Anyway, this is where we walked yesterday. Should say to the trains.
Again, it doesn't give it.
You perhaps can't see on the camera, but this hill is just constant up.
The going down's easy.
So Heather with her knee yesterday, well played.
He kept saying, do you want to stop? Do you want to drink? Do you want to this? And it's like, no, I just want to get back to the van.
Yeah, it's a gruesome hill.
When you come round this corner and you can actually see the sign for the, whatever it is, 12 point something metres.
Oh, the height of the bridge.
Yeah. You're like, oh, we're nearly there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm off the throttle now, just rolling down here. It's quite a decent hill. As you probably saw earlier in the video with the old coach doing the 1 in 8. Yeah, it's called the Peak District for a reason, I guess, or the Derbyshire Dales, whatever it is, same sort of thing. Still off the throttle and accelerating. So yeah. Anyway, rambling like mad.
We're going to the Asda for LPG, did you say that?
I've said that. Yeah.
I know you said you were going to the Asda.
No, I said I'm going to Asda, and you said the Asda, and I said no, Asda. We've done that now. This is what it's like in our life. It's no different. We don't act like this. It's just total rambling. Right. We're at the bottom of the big hill now. Are we turning right as if we're going?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's a good job there's an edit function.
Do you want me to look
no,
left?
you're fine. It's a good spinny out thing. Right, so again, walked all the way down in. There's a little shortcut down that road, but we walked this way in just to have a nosy.
Yeah, we wanted to have a look.
Wanted to have a look at the town.
Yeah.
So if you do come, you're now seeing in real time how far it is to the trains from the campsite. And then this is the town of Wirksworth.
Trains are down.
Trains is
just
just down there on the left, down that lane. There's the chip shop we went to.
Yeah. The poor bus driver trying to get around that corner.
Yeah. Anyway, we're rambling far too much. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Press the off button. Press the off button. Press the off button.
See you soon.
Bye.